The Nuggets shot well in Game 6. I don't think that that's a strategy you should rely upon heading into Game 7 because things get tight, people feel the pressure, and the shooting typically tends to be worse than in previous games. Get to the rim. Force the issue on these guys.
Let me ask the more educated opinion of Vic Lombardi this question.
Said he's more educated than me?
Well, I'm just curious as to what he thinks, Vic. What do you think that OKC is most fearful of from the Denver Nuggets? The style of play or how it's employed?
I think OKC is most fearful of themselves freezing up in a moment that they've never faced. I think that's I guarantee you in the room, their coach is wondering whether or not those players who played loose and free and swarming defense and all this stuff, I'm just wondering if he knows what he'll get out of his team Sunday. I think that's the biggest concern for OKC.
Watching the Nuggets pick up guys just across midcourt and hassle them, I like that. I mean, that's a page out of the OKC book, but I'm not even specifically talking about picking up quarter, even full quarter, anything like that, but just once they cross midcourt to be all up in their jock, I like to see it.
Well, I think
the Nuggets can't do it as well as OKC does, but they can hassle them.
You know what else? Attack. Like, SGA had 4 fouls early in the third quarter. Had to leave the game early in the third quarter. And when he's out of the game and Jalen Williams is 3 of 16 from the field as their second best player, it puts a lot of strain on some of the other guys to knock down some big shots to keep them in it. I think if you just play the same game that they're doing, man.
Yeah.
Like, they attack you, they might flop for a call. Like, you do the same thing.
What's the spread in this game? Not that it matters because they've had OKC's the favorite in every
7.5.
7.5 on.
So they've had OKC. What were they? 5-point favorites yesterday. The spread's it's useless, right? It doesn't matter in terms of the outcome because this series, as we've come to understand, is right down the middle. It's about as close as it gets. There was one aberration game, but other than that, it could have gone either way. I'm sure Denver's sitting there right now after that game last night saying, damn it, we should have won it by now. OKC is sitting there right now saying, damn it, we should have won the series by now. They both are.
Yeah.
But this much we know. We are guaranteed 2 things. These are 2 observations. 1, Denver's been there before. Nobody's played in more Game 7s since 2018 than your Denver Nuggets. This will be their 7th. Number 2, we know that the gravity of this moment does not affect Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't.
Could you throw in the other guys in the starting 5?
Well, the reason why I'm not going to throw them in is because of the body of work with those 2 in elimination games. It's really outrageous how good they are in elimination games. And I don't know about the health of AG in that hamstring. So
Fair.
you're right, as a team.
That's fair.
But 2 players on the Nuggets team, there's only 1 player that I don't think the gravity of the moment will affect on the OKC team, and that's Alex Caruso.
Here's an interesting stat. Maybe Perk would like to see this. I don't know. Nikola Jokic reached 2,500 postseason points in his last time out. His 92nd career playoff game. And he currently sits at 697 assists. No player in NBA history has ever reached 2,500 points and 700 assists in fewer than 100 playoff games. Mm-hmm. The guy to set the record at 100 playoff games was his teammate Russell Westbrook. But Joker is going to do it in 93 games. He's going to do it on Sunday. He'll have at least 3 assists to be the first player ever and the only player ever to get 2,500 and 700 in less than 100 games.
I don't do this often. I don't like to do it because I think it's very verboten. I told you guys on the air yesterday, I said the Nuggets are going to win last night. I guaranteed it. I think they're going to win Sunday.
Just look this up, by the way. Jokic stats in Game 7s over his career. He's played in 6 of these. He averages 24 points, 15.5 boards, 7 assists on 43% from the field. Jamal Murray in Game 7s. He averages, in his 6 games, 25 points, 4 boards, 4 assists on 44% from the field. So between the 2, they average 48 points combined in Game 7s.
What kind of game do you think is is best for the Nuggets in terms of pace, score? What do you want to see?
Sloppier the better.
Me too. Chaotic, sloppy, nasty, ugly.
Amen.
Pig fest.
Because the Nuggets,
pigs rolling around in that mud, just a bunch of pigs just rolling happy.
Here's the thing, though, the experience part of this. Game 7s are typically sloppy and ugly. They usually are. It's tough to make shots, tough to get an offensive flow going. Guys are pressing. Here's the difference, though. In a situation like that, if the game is ugly, the Nuggets will be like, yeah, so what? We're fine. We're fine. Thunder might panic. Like, oh, God, we're playing. I got to make a shot. Like, that might be their mentality, where the Nuggets are just going to be chill.